Welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, guys. I'm Jarrell.
And I am Josh. And The Walking Dead creator Robert Kirkman less interested in zombie aspect of his book?
What? You cannot.
That's what we're here to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that is right. In the letter hacks of the most recent Walking Dead issue 190, we get to hear a little bit of news from Robert Kirkman.
Yeah, so a fan, I do appreciate that they allow the letter hacks of people who write in to criticize things, because it's good to have good and bad things, right?
Yep.
So a fan criticizing Robert Kirkman that, hey, look, it seems like the zombie aspect is just not there anymore. They're not out there killing zombies like they were in early Walking Dead, which was true. And Robert Kirkman kind of gave a little twist. He was like, I think we got a little interesting zombie action with Eugene's fire extinguisher, if you remember in issue 189.
Yeah.
But truly, he does not feel interested in the zombie aspect. He says, but really, the zombie aspect doesn't interest me at all that much after all these years. Seeing people caught by zombies and eaten isn't fun for me. And narratively, for people to have lived this long, they need to be smart enough to avoid those kind of traps. And that's why it doesn't happen very often. I see his point. It's even like in the TV show as well. But sticking with the comics, you just can't have them running and killing zombies all the time, because they're going to try to find a way to, create a community, bunker up, and have better stories with dealing with other communities, other people.
Exactly what we're going through. So, I kind of get it. I mean, look, this book has been running for over 10 years now, over 15 years.
Yeah.
And this is just an ongoing, it's like we're recycling the same question over and over and over again. And imagine you're the creator and you honestly have to hear that every single time asked, well, what about the zombies? What about the zombies? What about the zombies? And even if you read the actual opening of the book, it's not about the zombies.
And that was one big thing when I started reading it. And I told him before I even started reading it, wow.
Yeah.
His explanation of what this book and story is about, it's not about zombies.
Yeah. It is about one man, Rick Grimes, and how his life has changed because of the events of the apocalypse. Furthermore, it's not just about Rick Grimes. It's about everyone in this world and how they are coping and dealing with the apocalypse, and how that evolves. And he goes on to say, for better or worse, this book has evolved past intestine eating. I'm not saying it'll never happen again, but it'll never be the focus. I said all I wanted to say about avoiding and getting eaten by zombies in the first 50 issues or so. And it makes sense. Chronologically, it is a biological disease that kills people, and they can only survive from being a carcass for so long. So scientifically it makes sense that we would see less and less zombies, but just more than that. I mean,
our survivors are going to learn better tactics. They're going to learn to destroy them and not get in situations where they're going to be eaten by them all the time. And you don't want to as a reader, you don't want to, it's exciting, and it was exciting in the first 50 issues because you're just getting into it.
Yeah.
But then after that, you really want to know the stories of the characters. Yeah. When you meet new groups, how are they creating civilization again?
And look, the zombie aspect can still be exciting. Talking about, possible cure, which will never happen because Kirkman doesn't want to give that information away. Matter of fact, I don't think he truly knows how it even started.
Right.
That's been one of the major questions that people have asked, and he each time says no.
Right.
And I think at one point he said, well, I know, but I'm not going to tell you. Or he releases the fake story about it was initially pitched to Image or the creators that it was an alien invasion. But anyway, my point is that I think that we are past the zombies, and not past, but it can still be exciting because we can be completely clear of zombies in the comic book world and all about our survivors, and maybe one pops up out of the blue for, it's been a long time since someone's seen a walker, and then all of a sudden, boom, it happens.
Right, and I think we've mentioned this in
a second outbreak.
Right, and it's also like we've mentioned it, I think, in a video for the TV show. You could dwindle down all the walkers you want, but of course, when someone dies of natural causes, they're going to turn.
Yeah.
But you would think that the majority of people are going to be around other people to take care of that.
Yeah.
You would think.
You know,
but you could have a second outbreak.
And that was always one of my main questions about the Commonwealth, which we never really got into because that wasn't really a part of the story, is how do they handle their dead? And how do they handle their sick?
Yeah.
And you know, terminal ill people. Because that's going to happen when you get 50,000 people together.
If they have it.
If they have it.
We still haven't seen it.
So yeah, it can still be an element of the story, but it doesn't have to be revolving around the story, because again, like we said, that's not what this is about.
He I think doesn't like the term zombies.
Yeah.
You know, it's more of, yes, it's a horror kind of book, but I'd have to go back and read it again. It's not, he doesn't like the term zombie. It's not like a zombie-ish type book. So, you know, to hear that he's less interested in the zombie aspect, I understand it, and I think I'm full on board with him. Yes, I don't want to see every single issue of our characters running around killing zombies all the time. That was good 90 issues ago or 75 issues ago, but we're getting into stories now.
There's so much more story that you could get into.
It's so much more exciting.
Like rebuilding society and venturing out to other communities halfway across the nation. I mean, think about this. We haven't even really got to the point in this book yet where we could possibly get on a major transportation train and get to...
So sad that didn't happen.
Yeah, it can still happen.
It could.
But get across the country and see how our group, which is in Virginia, right, gets to, let's say, I'm throwing this out there, California, and see how in the comics they have dealt with that and how California sits.
That'd be sick.
So
that'd be cool.
That's one element of the story where we're not having to deal with zombies, but maybe we get it sprinkled in, you know, around the story. So, yeah.
You know, it's just a cool thing that keeps coming up. You know, questions are always going to come up to Kirkman about everything, and he's going to do his best to.
How many years has it been?
Right. He's going to do his best to not answer them. He's going to do his best to maybe give little hints of things just to maybe drive us crazy.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is like, don't continue worrying about those questions. Just continue enjoying the book.
Yeah, enjoy the ride.
Exactly. And I agree with most of you who have not been very excited about this Commonwealth arc. It has its ups and downs. It's definitely.
That sentiment about not being excited about the Commonwealth arc is well warranted. I completely agree with you, because I think there are a lot of moments in the Commonwealth arc that are not as interesting as arcs in the previous books.
Exactly. So, I mean, we're getting pushing up there to issue 200. I know a lot of us are super stoked for that. You know, where are we going after this Commonwealth arc? No idea right now, but we're going to be finding out. And if you're watching our reviews, you'll be finding out with us. But let us know your thoughts on this. I think we're in agreement that, you know, we completely understand with Kirkman's view on this. You know, sprinkle in some zombie killings time to time is great. Doesn't need it every issue, but
I'd like to know the other side of things. If you're a huge zombie fan, let me know what your thoughts on this. Like, okay, you started this book as a zombie fanatic,
right?
How do you feel about less zombies?
Right.
And will you continue reading knowing that in the future there could possibly be none,
or significantly less?
Yeah,
right. They'll be around, but what if he takes that aspect out and just gears to more story and just every 100 issues, they'll deal with some zombie herds or something.
Yeah.
Let us know your thoughts, guys. That's what we're here for.
Yep. Anyway, again, if you're new to the channel, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up to like. It helps us out. Follow us at NocBro Nation on Facebook and Twitter. I am Josh.
I'm Jarrell.
We're NocBro Nation.
We're out.